Vietnam has a total of 54 different ethnic minority groups. Now, when you arrive to Sapa town, make sure you venture out to see these stunning rural villages. Looking behind me, there's rolling hills, cascading rice terraces, and water buffaloes ploughing the fields. It's almost like nothing's changed for over 1,000 years. I just love coming out here and getting the real rural experience. Village is about 3 kilometres from Sapa. On a clear day, the mountains make for a spectacular backdrop. At a height of 3,143 metres, Phan Xipang Mountain is the highest peak in Vietnam and known as the Tottery Rock. Cat Cat Village lies in the valley between the mountain ranges. Little huts dot the area that date back centuries and still preserve their traditional character. Now, I can't help but wonder how long this traditional part of the world will retain its unique heritage. One of the best things about coming to these local villages where ethnic minority groups live is seeing what they eat. Now, I've met Miss Tin here, who's from the Hmong tribe. Now, I'm always surprised to see these women and even the little kids dressed in these beautiful, intricate ethnic garbs. And you ask them a question and they can speak good English. The reason being is because Sapa and these beautiful villages have become very popular with local tourists and foreigners as well. So, Miss Tin, how long has the Hmong people been in Vietnam?
In here, I don't know, about 500 years old.
500 years?
Yeah.
And the Hmong people come from where? China or Laos or Thailand?
Only China.
From China?
Yeah, from China.
And in this area, in Sapa, how many ethnic tribes are there?
In here we have the 6 minority groups.
6 minority groups?
Yeah. Have the Hmong, black Hmong people, and the red Sao people, and Zai people, and the Thai and Sapa people, and Vietnamese people.
Now, in the northern mountains, the Vietnamese people like myself, who are known as the Kin people, K-I-N-H, the minority up here. We're more the lowland people, we're the ethnic minorities of the highlanders, so to speak. And they live in these gorgeous villages, and I really enjoy seeing what they're cooking and what they're making up. So Miss Kin here has these gorgeous pork skewers, and they're made from black pig. And the pigs are really delicious, very tender, and they don't hang out in pens, they're just roaming free. They're slaughtered around 10 kilos, so they're quite small, very little fat content, and really, really tender. So I'm gonna make a really simple marinade. I've never mixed these ingredients before, and I asked her what the recipe is, and she said, well, it's kind of a secret. So my little marinade would start with just a spoon of sugar, a tablespoon of sugar. Để đường vô trước nha, được không? Yeah, I got the nod, okay. Some fish sauce, around 4 tablespoons of fish sauce. It's gonna mix that up and dissolve the sugar through it. How many languages do you speak?
Hmong people and Kin people.
Kin, yep.
Yeah, English.
And English, unbelievable.
Yeah.
And is the Hmong language different to Red Zao?
Yeah, different.
Completely different?
Yeah.
Incredible. I mean, I come up to the mountain area here and I learn so much more about my culture and history. It's absolutely fascinating for me. Okay, maybe a little teaspoon of oyster sauce, a bit of colour. What I've discovered in the mountains here as well is the honey. The honey is just so amazingly beautiful. The colour is just incredible. Now, the honey's wild, beautiful honey. Oh, I love this. I'm going to put a bit more in. She's saying just put a little bit. I'm just going to taste if the balance is right. Bit of sugar, fish sauce, and the sweet, sweet honey. Oh, that's beautiful. Now, I've noticed in Miss Tin's marinade, or on her skewers, she's got some lemongrass and some sesame as well. Để xả nhiều hơn. So I've diced up some lemongrass. Now, I'm going to be very generous with that, probably around 4 tablespoons. And I'm going to put in some untoasted white sesame seeds, because once you grill them, then they get cooked. Bit more generous as well with that. Now I'm just going to add in my pork. I guess the black pig is similar to the Berkshire pork. Great marbling of fat, really tender. Thơm không?
Thêm một chút muối.
Chút muối hả?
Chút
Okay,
muối.
all right.
Okay.
Bit of salt, she
Little bit of
tells me.
salt.
Bit of salt. There you go. Được
Some
chưa?
more, some
Bit more?
more.
Okay, yes. So Tin, how many people live in Cat village?
About 170 or 200 people live in here.
200 people.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful village. Bamboo forest, waterfall. It's really lovely.
Yeah.
I could live like this, absolutely. Now you should let that marinate for at least an hour, but if you have more time, throw it in the fridge and leave it overnight. Now, I've soaked some bamboo skewers in cold water for 30 minutes, just so it doesn't burn when you put it on the char grill. I'm going to hand it over to Miss Tin here to do them for me, while I do my sesame salt. I call it my jungle sesame salt. Water on the chopping board, some peanuts. Just going to crush that. Some toasted sesame seeds in there. Crush that again. And with my little bowl here, I've got a mixture of salt, equal pepper, and galangal powder. Throw that in. Let me just check if I'm doing the right thing. Cái này được không? Chị thấy được không? Phải không? Có thiếu gì không? She's having a good laugh at me, but she...
Hơi nhiều muối.
nhiều muối. Oops. She said it's perfect. Đúng không chị? Oh. Beautiful. Giống hệt của chị luôn á. Phải không? Do they look like yours?
No,
Yeah.
same but different.
Same but different. I don't know where she got that from. All right. They're almost ready. I'm going to get some watercress here that I've plucked from the veggie gardens. Some jungle sesame salt. Xong chưa? Wow. Look at that. Yum. Dip into your salt. So tender. The honey has caramelized beautifully, and the blend of the lemongrass and the sesame seeds just work perfectly. I think I've nailed the recipe. Now that is my version of the Hmong black pig char grilled, and in Vietnamese,
Thịt lợn bản nướng.
thịt lợn bàn nướng. Cảm ơn chị nhiều.